watch what people are doing that are succeeding, and I try to take what they are really good at, and I try to learn from it and craft my own game. And this guy and I joined the business about the same time. I think he came in a couple months after I did, and he was just on fire from the get-go. And you know, he's been an entrepreneur for a long time. He had a landscaping business, and he's earned everything that he's achieved in life. He's pulled himself up by his bootstraps, and he has made himself into a tremendous success. And it's just amazing to watch, for me, the personal growth that he has. We're going to get to see him speak tonight, but I saw him speak back in like 2012 and 13 and 2015 and 17. It's just been amazing to watch his growth and how he's become a servant leader, and how this guy spends so much energy trying to help and build up other people to help them achieve and learn from his road so that they can have the same success that he's had. And I think that's what truly separates our culture and makes it unique, is our willingness to help everybody and pull everybody else up. So please help me welcome the Northeast #1 money earner, President of Directors.
See, you don't have to be smart to do things. I think close to
Oh, there you go. All right.
How's everybody doing tonight? Good. All right. So I came prepared with a few things I wanted to say, and then it's really weird. Usually when I have things prepared, I stick to them. But throughout the night, like I've been like getting almost hearing voices getting crazy. But a couple of things that were said, my mind started thinking about a lot of things. So I'm actually gonna change things up a little bit. The first thing is when Tina said, you know, God has a plan, right? And there's a higher power. And I think about my life a lot, but lately I've been so busy with life and all the things that are going on that sometimes you forget like where your life was. And when Tina said that, I thought to myself, like, wow, like she's so right. And I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of history. In 2008, I just won the state bodybuilding title in Pennsylvania. I was on top of the world, and then 6 weeks later I was arrested for part of a performance enhancement sting, you could say, that was going on at the time. And I lost my house, I lost my car, I lost my reputation. I moved back with my parents. I mean, I didn't even have, like, I had nothing. I remember I had $150 in my wallet for groceries for Friday, and the agent said to me, "Where's your wallet?" I said, "It's in the car," before they left. And they actually went in my truck, and they brought my wallet and said, "Hey, we took your $150 out too, because you can't have any money that we find." And I remember saying to him, like, "Well, how am I going to buy groceries? Tonight's my grocery night." He said, "I don't know, hopefully you have some good friends." I remember I was sitting there, and I think I was sitting there alone. I was in my underwear, by the way. I was handcuffed for 4 hours in my underwear. Yeah, they're camouflage, but that helps. Picture the whole thing, you know what I mean? My head was shaved. Now you guys get the idea, right? But I was sitting there, and I just remember thinking, like, this is not good. And my house was torn apart. They said the guy, when he walked out, was actually, we become friends now, the agent. He said, when you go in your bedroom, you're going to be a little bit surprised. Just letting you know. So I went in my bedroom, and everything that I owned in my upstairs in my house was all piled up on the bed to the ceiling. 2009, finally, I go to court, and the day before Thanksgiving, they put my face up on a billboard on 22, Highway 22. I'm getting phone calls. They used my driver's license, which I was smiling. So my grandmother's yelling at me, like, "Why are you smiling on a billboard? You're in trouble," right? I'm like, okay, this is getting worse. 2010, I finally find out that I had a couple misdemeanors. I get 100 hours community service, 2 years probation. Now keep in mind, this whole time I'm trying to stay positive. In 2008, I decided to still continue with college, even though I didn't know what my fate was. I went to school every week, summertime. I got around new people. I stopped hanging out, associating with the people that I was associating with. I started doing things very different. My mind was in a very different direction, and I felt like I had to have that happen to me for a reason. I don't know what the reason was. So now I'm like, okay, that's not a bad punishment. I can deal with 100 hours community service. I'm working in a church. I'm doing this thing called Teach, Reach, and Preach for drug addicts. I'm helping them. I'm helping the Parkettes with kids with Down syndrome. They would bus kids that have Down syndromes to the Parkettes, and I would actually, because I was big, I was able to help them do gymnastics. So it was very humbling for me. And then to make matters worse, I have 2 semesters of college left. I'm going to be the first person in my family to ever graduate college. My mom, she left in ninth. She actually came out of school in 9th grade. My dad, 7th grade. And I get a letter from PennDOT saying that because of my offense, it was part of the war on drugs, and I'll have a suspended license for 6 months. So my license is suspended from October, November, December, January, February, March, April. I had to actually hire somebody to take me to school, and I had to find rides everywhere. I remember walking in the snow and still having a positive attitude, saying, okay, you know what? There's got to be a reason for this. There's got to be a reason for this. May 18th, I graduated high school. I graduated college, and I was actually able to drive myself to college for my graduation. It was the first week I got my license back. I remember being there and being so excited. Now I graduate. I have a degree. That's all in my past. I'm still on probation. And I basically, 6 weeks later, was introduced to Stream. And I wasn't really looking to do anything. And I said to my mom, no. And I took a look at it, and I ran with it. I made a decision. And I realized today I'm a sum of all those decisions. I really believe that every single person in this room has two versions of yourself. You have the ultimate version that God has put you here to become, and then you have the version that you're going to become. And I have a belief that it's the choices that we make. I believe that everybody in this room is ultra successful, ultra happy already. It's just that you're not on that frequency yet. You got to find a way to make those choices on a daily basis to get on that frequency. And for me, I have a belief that when my time comes and I'm done and I go where I'm supposed to go, there's going to be my maker, and he's going to have another version. He's going to show me what I could have been. And I'm hoping, and every day, the reason why I drove out here tonight is because I want to make sure that when I see that person, I recognize that version. And in 2012, I had to actually I had to write an email to my probation officer begging him, saying, hey, I have a new job. I told him it was a job. I didn't tell him it was network marketing. I didn't know if you understand that. So I have a new job. And I need to go to this thing. I need to go to this corporate event in Texas. Would it be okay if I left? And because my offense was, honestly, my offense to most of the people in the probation office was kind of silly to them, that I got in trouble for using performance enhancing stuff. But he let me go. And by him letting me go, it changed my life. I went to Ignition, and I saw something I had never seen, and I came back, and I worked really, really hard, guys. And it hasn't been easy. But I want you to understand, you see me on Facebook, you know I have a clothing brand, you know I buy real estate, I do all these things, I wrote a book. If I would have said no to Stream, none of that would have happened today. If I would have said no to Stream, I wouldn't have met the people that guided me. And I can tell you that, some of you I'm hoping will be here in a year when I come back in a year from today. But every time I come into one of these rooms, there's always that one or two faces that's never here again, they're gone. And the chances of everybody being here next year, a year from now, is going to be really rare. And I'm hoping that you are going to be here, because life's going to get in the way. And it's not going to be easy. And I can tell you this, I don't have any super talent. The word hustle is what I have. Not all of us are born with talent, but you can always increase your hustle. You can go to more meetings, get on more webinars, get on more calls, read more books, get around more successful people. You can always up your hustle. How many people do I know in my life that are super? I remember the guys in bodybuilding that were super talented, but couldn't get their life in the right. They couldn't hustle hard enough to get to where they needed to be. And that's the other thing. Amy said, rather than working your Stream business 3 hours a day, work it 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day. And she said, rather than working it 3 hours once a week, work it 20, 30 minutes a day. And when she was saying that, I thought to myself, what would happen if I went to the gym 1 day a week for 3 hours versus if I went to the gym 6 days a week for 30 minutes? That would be a completely different physique. And that kind of woke me up when she said that. I also noticed that when I came here and I announced myself as the number 8 money earner, in 2012, I was in Reiningsville, Pennsylvania. I was a senior director, and a guy named Mark Dean stood up in front of the room, and I remember him because he was talking about shampoo products and he didn't have any hair. I was like, he was talking about selling shampoo, and how could he do it with no hair? And I remember thinking, wow, that guy's a number 8 money earner. And then 6 years later, I'm standing up here and I'm saying I'm the number 8 money earner. That decision to go to that meeting that day didn't seem like a big deal. I was an SD just going to a meeting. But it's those things, it's when you align yourself into these, and the universe, I'm telling all of you, the secret sauce is doing the things that you don't want to do. Doing the things you hate to do. Doing things that seem meaningless is what's going to give you success. And I'm going to tell you what I told everybody on Saturday. It's going to be a tough time. Does anybody know how diamonds are formed? They're formed under pressure, right? Olives are pressed. Grapes are crushed, right? What's the other one I talked about? There's one more we're missing. It was diamonds, olives, grapes, and seeds grow in the dark. So those are the 4 elements that you're going to experience. There are going to be times when you feel pressed in this business, crushed because somebody didn't show up. You're going to feel dark because you didn't promote on time. You didn't get the $10,000 bonus. Okay, that's okay. It's really okay. Now, lastly, what I want to say is anybody sitting back there and says, I can't wait to do what they're doing, but I'm so scared to go up on stage and talk in front of people. Does anybody have a big fear of that? Big fear of that? Anybody else?
No one is here, getting up here, then why are 4 people not up here? Thank you.
All right, so here's what I want to do. I want you to realize that fear is false emotions acting real, and it's such a powerful feeling when you don't give in to your fear. The problem is most of us think that fear is going to come with a negative ending. We have to start realizing that fear will come with a positive ending. So here's what I'm going to do, and she's going to hate me for it, but I'm actually going to bring this lady up with me here. I say in life you do things twice, once in your mind and once real. What rank are you? MP, okay. So I want you to tell everybody that you are a senior director.
Yeah.
Yep, you are.
I am a senior director.
Say it again.
I am a senior director.
And then you're going to be up here one day, you're going to be speaking.
And I'm gonna be up here speaking in front of all of you.
Yes, we're in the now, guys. No opportunities wasted. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate it.